Big news, everybody. EcoFlow is pushing the limits again with an all-new power station that has some serious innovation, including extreme tech charging, which can charge this power station's 4-kilowatt battery in just 50 minutes, X-Quiet tech that keeps this unbelievably quiet, and 4,000-watt output, 240-volt outlet, 5-year warranty, and an app that gives you ultimate control, and that's just scratching the surface. Everybody say hello to the EcoFlow Delta Pro 3. If you're in a hurry and just looking for discounts, you can use the link in the description or comments to get a really good deal on this for a limited time and help support my channel at the same time, which I appreciate sincerely. Welcome to Adventure Tech, where I do the research so you don't have to. You can subscribe for free. Most important, click the bell icon to stay updated on the newest tech and best deals. EcoFlow is the most preferred of all power station brands among my audience, and for good reason. They make power stations, solar panels, and other smart tech like the Wave 2 heater AC combo. With each new generation of products, they push the limits and offer very affordable packages and really amazing sales like the sales happening right now. Their newest power station, and one of the largest power stations ever made, is the Delta Pro 3. This refined design offers 4 kilowatt hours of waterproof battery cells, and unbelievable ability to charge at 7,000 watts by combining multiple charging methods, and rated to last at least 11 years up to 80% capacity. And the app is a command center for the Delta Pro 3 and gives you ultimate control over your charging and power use. It's always nice to see exactly what's happening with your power, letting you learn even more about your power use habits at the same time. This unit offers 10 millisecond UPS home backup. Turning on backup power for your home during an outage so fast, none of your appliances or entertainment devices will even notice. The Delta Pro 3 can give you uninterrupted power, even during the worst conditions. And if safety's your thing, then you'll be happy to know this has X-Guard BMS, keeping you safe by monitoring 40 indicators 24/7. Also, the UL certified 5V8 fireproof shell fortifies the Delta Pro 3 for added security in the most extreme situations. This is one of EcoFlow's most innovative and sleekest designs so far. It looks nice, more like your average appliance than it does a power station. I think it can be incorporated into some very nice home designs. Contractors will be able to sell this to their customers no problem. Right now, you can get an early bird ticket of $500 off, plus additional discounts depending on if you want to bundle extra batteries and things like that. Use the link in the description or comments to get over to the sale page to get a great deal on this. Help put a little extra fruit in my fridge at the same time. I'm going to be comparing the two largest portable power stations that you can buy, the EcoFlow Delta Pro 3 and the Anker Solix F3800. There's some pretty big discounts on both the Delta Pro 3 and the Anker Solix F3800. Get them while they last. Welcome to Adventure Tech, where I do the research so you don't have to. With over 15 years of experience in industrial environmental inspection work and owner of a few companies, I've learned a few things, and I'm happy to share what I learned and try to help you guys out. The EcoFlow Delta Pro 3 and the Anker Solix F3800 are the largest portable power stations, all in one, that you can get currently. The Delta Pro 3 just came out, and the Solix F3800 came out last winter. These can power the largest and most amount of devices compared to any other power stations, but there are some differences. Visually, they both have futuristic but really clean design to them. It doesn't look retro or anything too crazy. I think either could work well in home design and be easy to sell to your customers if you're a contractor building homes. The Solix has a little smaller footprint, but it weighs 133 pounds compared to the Delta Pro 3 that weighs only 114 pounds. The Delta Pro takes up a little more space in the footprint but offers a nice flat top and sturdy stackability. Surprisingly, the lighter Delta Pro 3 has more storage than the Anker Solix F3800. With 4,096 watt hours, while the Anker Solix F3800 only has about 3,840 watt hours. So the Delta Pro 3 would last longer. The Anker Solix states that it runs at 6,000 watts, while EcoFlow Delta Pro 3 states that it runs at 4,000 watts continuous with 8,000 watt surge. Plus, they mention it has this 6,000 watt power boost mode, which they just say can make things run at a higher wattage than the power station rated capacity of 4,000 watts up to 6,000 watts. So this is harder to understand which power station is more powerful. Technically, it seems Delta Pro 3 is more powerful, but Anker is somewhat limited on the information they release in terms of specs on the F3800. Doesn't seem that they have any boost or surge capacity, or at least they don't state it. So we'll have to say the Delta Pro 3 is more powerful, but just by a little bit. They are really close though. They both run 240 volt split phase with plugins built right in. They both can back up your entire home with advanced apps that can track energy use, give you uninterrupted power supply, and help you save money on your power bill. With solar charging, the EcoFlow can handle about 200 more watts of solar charging. It has a little bit different setup than the Anker Solix F3800. They both have two inputs for solar, but the main difference is both ports on the Solix have the same exact type of charger, while the EcoFlow Delta Pro 3 has a high voltage port and a low voltage port. I guess with this, it would be the preference on what type of panels you have. Note that Anker Solix cannot handle higher voltage panels, maxing out at about 60 volts on their solar charger. So newer higher voltage panels or series won't be able to work on the Solix F3800, while you can use voltage up to 150 volts on the EcoFlow Delta Pro 3. Now I'm going to talk about some other things you're going to want to know. When I checked the specs on the Solix F3800, it seems that the AC outlets can only handle 2400 watts, so the limit of 6000 watts seems to be the combination of all the outlets. So depending on what type of voltage you're running, the outlet might only push up to 2400 watts. But you can get 6000 watts from the 240 volt output, no problem. I'm not sure if EcoFlow power stations like this. I have many of their power stations, and I can use a single plug to max out to their power station wattage limit, no problem. Just studying all these different companies and all these different power stations, in this situation, what would I choose? Since the price isn't too far off right now with all the discounts, everything going on, I think I would choose the EcoFlow because the product is a little bit better, but also finding information about it was very easy. Some of the Anker Solix F38 stats seem to be a bit more hard to find. I had to go through multiple pages to find what I was looking for, while the EcoFlow specs are easy to get to fast. There's a lot of transparency and straightforwardness with EcoFlow, and I like that. So I would choose them, but both are really close, to be honest. It would be amazing to have either one of these in your home, RV, or at the camp. So in summary, if you want something that's a bit more powerful, will last a little bit longer, and weigh a little bit less, I would go with EcoFlow Delta Pro 3. And it is brand new, so it's the most advanced you can get. Right now, the sale puts it pretty close to the Anker Solix F3800. If you get one of the early bird tickets, you can use the link in the description or comments to get a deal on either of these power stations actually and help support my channel at the same time. Welcome back to Adventure Tech, where I do the research so you don't have to. I got over 15 years in industrial environmental inspection work, as well as a business owner with a company that specializes in commercial and residential construction. I've learned a lot over the years, and I'm happy to use what I've learned to help you guys out making your purchases and navigating all this new technology. We got Bluetti in the house, and we are looking at the Black Friday sales, in particular the EP500. Today is the first of 3 rounds of sales going on this month. Let's take a close look at the EP500 because it's usually $4 grand and it's only $2 grand today. If you're in a hurry and just want to try to get this deal before they run out, use the link in the comments in the description. Get a good deal on this, help support my channel at the same time, which I appreciate very much. Definitely a good deal. So the Bluetti EP500 is a 2000 watt portable power station with over 5 kilowatts of power. I do believe that's a little bit bigger than the Delta Pro 3 from EcoFlow. Industry leading 6-year warranty. I have not seen any power station with a 6-year warranty on it, so they seem very confident with this model. It says it's IP65 rated, dustproof and water resistant. It says its expandable capacity is 403 watt hours to 2000 watt hours. I would estimate that give you about 3 to 7 days of emergency power, or maybe about a half a day of real comfortable normal daily use that you would use in your home. Turbocharging to 100% in 1 hour. The lithium iron phosphate batteries have amazing composition. The chemistry is actually inexplodable, which makes them very safe. It still is a lot of energy density in a small spot. Thankfully, these have built-in battery protection on them, helping you be safe as well as help these last a very long time for you. 3,000 plus life cycle to 80%. So basically what that means, you can charge and discharge this battery over 3,000 times at 80% at least. This battery will last you a very long time. And if you take care of this and use it correctly, this could last your entire lifetime. There are 4 ways to recharge this. You got AC, solar, car, and lead acid battery. We'll take a closer look at that in a minute. And easy and remote control with the Bluetti app. So if you're familiar with the Bluetti app, you could use that with this power station here. So it is a 5 kilowatt hour power station. That's 5,120 watt hours to be exact. You have 4 outlets, 4 times 120 volts. One big downfall of this power station, it does not have 240 volts. So if that's very important to you, then you want to pick up 2 EP100s for 4 grand. That's the cost of one, and you can link these up and get 240 volts. When you get into charging, you got 600 watts out of your wall, solar input 1200 watt max. You do have the lithium iron phosphate battery here, giving you over 3,000 plus cycles estimated, and that is about 11 years straight, charging and discharging the entire battery every single day. This is an amazingly small power station for 5 kilowatt hours. 22 inches by 11 inches by 29 inches at 167 pounds, but still that's a very manageable weight, especially with the built-in wheel design. You can roll this around where you need to. It won't be hard for you to move it if you have to. The Bluetti EP500 is shipped with groundbreaking 5 kilowatt hour lithium iron phosphate battery pack with 2000 watt rated pure sine wave AC inverter. With the combination of the advanced BMS on this and the chemistry of the battery being inexplodable, this makes this extremely safe and durable. So this is going to make this battery safe and last so long for you. So you can have this set up for seamless UPS backup. The EP500 will automatically become your home energy source for essential loads when the grid goes down. Unlike gasoline generators, Bluetti EP500 keeps your lights on, laptops charged without upkeep, fuel, carbon monoxide, or annoying noise. You can use these inside. They do not produce any sort of exhaust, and they are very quiet. And these are pretty user-friendly designs. If you had trouble with a DIY, or you just don't want to get into having to figure out what size wires or what size breakers to use and all these different things, you can just simply get this portable power station. It will completely do the rest. So the sale going on right now is insane at $2,000 off, so definitely take advantage of that. You should use a link to get to this page because this is where you're going to find it. Hit the pay now. It's going to go into your cart, and you will only have 50 minutes to take this because it is very limited. Once you get it in your cart, you'll see your $2,000 discount. So that's about it for the EP500 from Bluetti. It is an amazing product. Bluetti has a really good reputation. Today we're checking out the Explorer 5000 Plus. This is the newest portable power station from Jackery and one of the largest portable power stations that you can get right now. In this video, I'm going to be showing you all the details of the new Jackery Explorer 5000 Plus and explain everything that they're talking about on this page so you know all the details and what exactly they're trying to tell you. This is now available. There has been some discounts going on, but the discounts keep getting smaller and the price keeps going up because there is the early bird discount. So take advantage while they last. If you're in a hurry and just looking for that discount, use a link in the comments or description. Get over to that page, get a good deal, help support my channel at the same time, which I always appreciate. The Jackery 5000 Plus offers powerful, eco-friendly home backup with 5 to 60 kilowatt hours. Now, what does that mean? That means that if you buy just the power station, you get 5 kilowatt hours, but you can expand it up to 60 kilowatt hours by adding more power stations and expansion batteries. You get dual voltage, 120 volt and 240 volt. That means you can plug in the standard 120 volt outlet like you would see in your home, as well as the bigger 240 volt outlet that you might see your dryer or washer use. It supports various appliances during outages with 12 output ports, 7.2 kilowatt to 14.4 kilowatt power. What that means is that if you buy just a power station, you get 7.2 kilowatt. You can link two of them together and get 14.4. Now we got 0 millisecond UPS. That means that if the power goes out in your house, this will switch over immediately. There is absolutely no delay. It will immediately make sure everything is running like your fridges, computers, home servers, routers, and ventilators. And then it goes on to say smart app controls and multiple charging options add convenience, while zero emission design ensures safe indoor use. Now this is a completely fuel-free generator. This is essentially a generator just like you would see that uses fuel, except for this one you charge up before and then you use it while the power's out. You can use this inside your home since there's no fuel or exhaust. We got 5 kilowatt colossal capacity, it says. That is pretty good kilowatt capacity. I have a camper trailer that runs about 2 or 3 kilowatt hours and I hardly ever use that. You can expand this up to 60 kilowatt hours with the extra batteries in the second unit. It's got multiple input methods: smart transfer switch, AC outlet, solar, high PV and low PV, meaning that you can connect high voltage solar panels to this or low voltage solar panels. Again, it's talking about the 0 millisecond UPS. Let's see what that fine print says. 0 millisecond when connected directly to battery, 20 millisecond when connected through the smart transfer switch. Okay, so there is a little exception here with the uninterrupted power supply. Now it goes on to say it's the most trusted home backup power. I will say Jackery is one of the more trusted brands, one of the more preferred brands out there. Ooh, home energy management. Let me tell you more about this. Now, home energy management system, this can actually charge up during the night when power is cheaper. And then you can use this battery during the day to save you on your power bill. It's saying that this can run a refrigerator for about 10 hours, microwave for about 3.5 hours continuously, which is a lot of microwaving. It's just trying to show you approximately how long you can run these things continuously using the Jackery 5000 Plus. Using the smart transfer switch, you can get it charged up in 1.7 hours, which is insanely fast. 1000 watts for 6.5 hours. And if you get high voltage solar panels like the ones that I got, you can get this charged up in just at 1.7 hours as well, which is pretty crazy. That's 4,000 watts. If you do the math, come down here and go to the tech specs, we got the 450 volts at 15 amps. We do the math, 450 volts times 15 amps, maxed out at 6,750 watts. So technically you could run a lot of watts on this. That's what my math says. Feel free to correct me. And then you can hybrid charge, which means you can use multiple different methods of charging up to 4,000 watts, 1.7 hours. I'm not sure if 4,000 watts is the limit, but It looks like you can connect a bit more of that through solar. Either way, when you have something like this, you don't want to max out the charging or discharging on things like this. Let's say you can discharge at 4,000 watts. It's not like you want to be running at 4,000 watts all day. These things might get pretty warm if you do something like that, so plan a little bit more than what you want to use. Maybe you're running about 4 or 5 kilowatts, which would be pretty good for this, and it probably would stay reasonably cool and reasonably quiet. So you can power devices directly using this. This is what it's talking about right here. You can connect through the smart transfer switch, which powers your entire home, and you can just use your home as you would if the power was on. Or you can get a manual transfer switch. A lot of people already have a transfer switch in their house for their current generator. All you gotta do is plug the Jackery right in. So it looks like they're comparing a couple different options that you can get at the top of the page for Explorer 5000 Plus. You can get the Explorer, or you can double it up to double the output watts. You can get a regular manual transfer switch, telling you how many output amps you can get on all these. Of course, you got 30 amps getting you 7,200 watts, or you can get 60 amps if you double it up here. Of course, that's doubling the battery capacity. You got 5,040 watt hours, or you can get 10,080 watt hours. So this is a lithium iron phosphate battery. Gives you 4,000 cycles, up to 70% capacity. That is a lot. If we quickly do the math, 4,000 divided by 365, that's almost 11 years if you use it every day. Completely drained it and completely recharged it every day. That's 4,000 cycles. Now is a really good time to pick one of these up because there are crazy big discounts going on right now, and they are limited. It seems like every day the discount gets a little bit less and the price goes up just a little bit more. So take advantage while it lasts. We are back checking out EcoFlow Black Friday sales, in particular the EcoFlow Delta Pro 3. I'm going to go through all the details on the product page, see what kind of deals they got going on, help you understand everything here. The price is right around $3,000. That's $700 off right now. You're just in a hurry trying to get the deal. Use the link in the comments and description. Get a good deal on this. Help support my channel at the same time, which I always appreciate very much. So the EcoFlow Delta Pro 3 portable power station is available and one of the newest portable power stations from EcoFlow. There are a bunch of different packages here. You can get the Delta Pro 3 portable solar panels, $1,400 off for this package. That's not too bad. Your largest savings will come if you get the Delta Pro 3 220 watt portable solar panels and the transfer switch. That's not much more than just getting the power station by itself, so that's a really good deal. So let's take a closer look at the EcoFlow Delta Pro 3 portable power station. We got comprehensive 10 millisecond UPS, which is uninterrupted power supply, meaning that if the power goes out, this can turn on and power your house in milliseconds. You won't even notice. Sleek and striking cutting edge design. Sometimes people overlook this, but if you're a businessman, maybe you're a contractor and you're using these on job sites, this looks professional enough. This isn't going to scare anybody. This is a nice looking device, and if you do have it on the site, nobody's going to be worried about it. 4 kilowatt hour capacity in a single unit. That is the battery storage amount, expandable up to 48 kilowatts. 48 kilowatts is a lot. The average amount of power that people use in one day is 22 kilowatts. In emergency situations, people use a lot less, so this could last you a very long time if you end up expanding your system. 120 or 240 volt output, 4,000 watt output, scalable up to 12,000 watts. How do you get 12,000 watts? You need 3 of these Delta Pro 3s in line to get 12,000 watts. So if you want 12,000 watt output, including 48 kilowatt output, you would need 3 of these, including 6 expansion batteries. Comes with a 5-year warranty. The reason they give you such a good warranty on this is because these have LFP batteries in them, which last a long time. I would estimate most of these batteries will last you about 10 years or even longer before you're going to notice any sort of significant change in the battery capacity. So offering a 5-year warranty is easy for EcoFlow. Ultra quiet operation as low as 30 decibels. If you have something that can put out 4,000 watts, you don't want to run around pushing 4,000 watts out of it all the time anyways. It's going to be as loud as it ever could be with the fan on all the time, and it's going to be as hot as it ever could be. Decibels, 30 decibels under 2,000 watts. That's pretty good. If you have something that can put out 4,000 watts, you don't want to run around pushing 4,000 watts out of it all the time anyways. It's going to be as loud as it ever could be with the fan on all the time, and it's going to be as hot as it ever could be. So if you're going to get a 4,000 watt output device, it's more sensible to be using 3,000 watts or 2,000 watts just so it runs nice, safe, and efficiently and quietly. There are many different ways that you can charge this device. Down below, I'm sure we'll get into that in more detail. IP65 rated battery pack. Now these are amazing batteries. These are LFP batteries, lithium iron phosphate, lithium ferrous phosphate. Anything that's ferrous has iron in it. Lithium iron phosphate batteries are amazing. I would say they're the superior type of battery on the market right now. They are not lithium ion and they are not lead acid batteries. They are the safest choice in my opinion. Not only are these safe batteries, but they got some amazing technology built right in, helping these batteries not only be safe for you, but also last a very long time. Cell to chassis integration. Now this cell to chassis integration helps to dissipate heat, I would imagine. I'm seeing this on a lot of the newer portable power stations from EcoFlow. They're taking the time to put in really heavy duty construction and design, which gives you a lot of peace of mind that this is gonna last a long time for you. Now it's saying it can handle central AC and water pump, but check, because some water pumps, some housing and AC units are gonna exceed 4,000 watts. That reminds me we should go right down to the bottom of the page, down to the footnotes and look at them a little bit closer. This page has quite a few of them. Now this is mostly talking about installation related stuff. You might want to take a closer look at that if you're going to get an installation with this. Yeah, pretty much all of that. Pretty much all that has to do with installation information. So go through and read all this in detail because depending on your house conditions and different things, you want to know if this is right for you or not. Let's go back to the top. So, effortlessly expandable power. Easily run multiple appliances at the same time. Connect in parallel to expand power up to 12,000 watts. That's a lot of power. Supporting multiple high power appliances simultaneously, which is nice because during a power outage, sometimes you're running some of these portable power stations and you're just plugging one thing in, taking one thing out, only being able to run one appliance at a time. Having a couple of these around, you're gonna get a lot of wattage as well as a couple extra outlets. Comprehensive 10 millisecond UPS. Safeguard your data, ensures 10 millisecond switchovers. So this is gonna work with NAS systems, servers, and things like that. Now, if the power goes out, it's going to keep your tech safe and continuously powered. Effortless power for every family member. Now, I've been using EcoFlow products for a while, and they are very, very easy to use and very safe to use. You don't have to do any remodeling in your house. You take this out of the box, get it charged up, and that's it. You're ready to go. Now they're talking about the EcoFlow app here. You can manage your home with the EcoFlow app. You can do a lot of different things with it. Keep an eye on your power use, how much power is going out, how much power is coming in. And you can even do things like help you save power on your electric bill by using this during the day when power costs more, and it actually charges up at night while the power is less. Effortless portability and space efficient. Portable design for an ideal lifestyle. Boosts portability with its wide wheels, ergonomic handle, and compact design. Magnetic sliding doors simplifies access. Yes, this does have really nice little sliding doors over some of the outlets, which is really nice. Now this is a nice little small unit. Weighs about 113 pounds, so this isn't too hard to have at your house, power your entire house, or bring with you out on your adventure. Quiet comfort for your home and your neighbors too. Now that's really important right there because when you got generators, there are limits to when you can use these. Depending on where you live, where you're camping, there might be a limited time when you can use your generator. You will not have any problems with that because this is so quiet. You could use this in a library. A single unit can effortlessly cover your essential power needs. It can handle well pump, heaters, air conditioners, microwaves, electric oven, refrigerators, as well as a bunch of other stuff. Now, if you expand this up to 48 kilowatt hours, a whole house power for 2 to 4 days, that's very reasonable considering that the average American uses about 22 kilowatt hours a day. So you could definitely get 2 to 3 normal power use days out of all of this right here. Continuously power all these appliances for about 2 days straight with no issues at all. It does pair with the EcoFlow Smart Generator. If you pick up the Smart Generator, you will always have 2 different sources of power. Introducing EcoFlow's groundbreaking extreme fast charging technology. EcoFlow do charge super fast. You'll plug in the power unit, you can usually power these up in about an hour or faster. And look at this, 0 to 80% in just 50 minutes. With multi-charge combinations, enjoy up to 7,000 watts of super fast charging. So the Delta Pro 3 does have a lot of different ways that you can charge this. 3 ways to flexibly connect EcoFlow Delta Pro 3 to your home. You can get the EcoFlow Smart Home Panel too. If you already have an inlet box, you can use that, or you can get a manual transfer switch. Explore the secure feelings EcoFlow brings you. State-of-the-art LFP tech created with automotive-grade LFP cells. EcoFlow Delta Pro 3 features the industry's first IP65 rated battery pack, resisting impacts, water, dust, and fire. 4,000 cycles to 80%. Enjoy 11 years of daily power. Now 4,000 cycles, 80%, that's using it once per day, completely charging and completely discharging this Delta Pro 3. It will last about 11 years for you. Dependable in any weather, ensuring peace of mind. Keep in mind that there is a temperature limit to what these can run at. So it can't run in absolutely any weather, but it is very versatile. As you can see here, it was tested under controlled laboratory conditions with charging and discharging at 0.5 degrees Celsius, which is just above freezing, in under 77 degrees Fahrenheit conditions. And 77 degrees isn't that hot. But these LFP battery cells actually work really good in high temperatures. People run these in the middle of the desert in high temperatures with no issues. Effortless all-in-one command with the EcoFlow app. I do love the EcoFlow app. You can easily turn on and off the different outlets, things like that. Keep track of your power use, how much your solar panels are generating, different things like that, and also helping you save that money on your power bill. Installation consultation service for EcoFlow Smart Home Panel 2. So basically, if you set up installation through this, EcoFlow is going to help get you set up with somebody local in your area who can help install this in your house safely. So what comes with the Delta Pro 3? If you pick one of these up, you get the EcoFlow Delta 3 portable power station. You also get the EcoFlow AC charging cable. You get the grip protectors, quick start guide, safety guide, and warranty card. You should take a close look at that when you first get this, because if there's any problems or anything you don't like about this, right when you get it is when you want to address that with the company. That's the time to do it, not later. So take a close look at the quick start guide, safety guide, and warranty. So let's take a closer look at the specs of the Delta Pro 3. You got 4 kilowatt hour capacity, which is a lot of power. I think that's a perfect amount of power for an off-grid setup or a day or two of emergency power if the power goes out. 7 outlets, 4,000 watt max, 8,000 watt surge. So this can handle pretty high surge, but they don't really tell us how long that surge lasts. Normally it's 10 seconds, 30 seconds, or maybe 60 seconds. So how fast can you charge this if you plug it into your wall? Plug it into your wall at your house, you can charge this 1,800 watt max. Will take about 2 hours or so to charge this 100%. 240 volt outlet, you can get 3,600 watt input to it, charging in about an hour or so. If you combine high voltage and low voltage solar panels, you can get up to 2,600 watt charging with this. 2,600 watts will charge us up in about 1.5 hours. Now it does have LFP battery cells, so that'll give it that 4,000 life to 80% capacity. Weighs about 113 pounds, which isn't too bad, and you can connect with Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, and such, making using this very convenient. EcoFlow Delta Pro 3 is compatible with a lot of different batteries and solar panels from EcoFlow, including the alternator charger that we reviewed on our channel, as well as the Wave 2. Right now is a really good time to pick one of these up because for Black Friday, they're doing a quick little sale for this. Get up to $700 off if you're just buying the unit themselves. You can use a link in the comments or description to get a good deal on this. Help support my channel at the same time, which I always appreciate. Hope the videos are helping you out. Feel free to subscribe for free by clicking the subscribe button. Really big news from Jackery. They just released their largest portable power station, the Explorer 5000 Plus, and they're offering an early bird discount up to $1,500 off. If you're in a hurry and just looking for that discount, use the link in the video description or comments. Get a good deal on this. Help support my channel at the same time, which I always appreciate so much. Take advantage of limited discounts while they last. Welcome to Invention Tech, where I do the research so you don't have to. I got an early email from Jackery and I wanted to share the big news. Their newest and largest portable power station just released and has some pretty amazing features, and the price isn't too bad. Jackery is one of the top preferred brands among my audience. They have a pretty good reputation. I've never had any issues with their products personally. They stay current and have been offering some really great equipment at really great prices. Starting at $3,500, you'll be getting a massive 5 kilowatt hour capacity right out of the box with the Explorer 5000 Plus. And if you want to, you can upgrade this to 60 kilowatt hours, giving you estimated 2 weeks of emergency power. Since these are LFP battery cells, which are extremely safe, it includes a 5-year warranty and about 10 years of use up to 70% capacity. You can run 120 or 240 volt appliances with continuous output of 7,200 watts and 14,400 watt surge capacity, which will run nearly everything you have in your home. This massive 5 kilowatt battery can be charged from your home AC outlet in just 3.5 hours, and you can run high voltage solar and charge up to 4,000 watts. That's charging it in just 1.7 hours. That's not too bad. You can also get this charged up 1.7 hours. You get the Smart Transfer Switch combo, which you can get right now with the 5000 Plus for a huge discount of $1,500 off. And you can control the 5000 Plus with app controls, helping you stay on top of your charging and power use. When I started using the apps for these power stations, it really helped me understand my power use and reduce how much power I was using. It gave me a good idea how much solar I was running too. This is a huge battery capacity. It can run your entire house up to 2 weeks by expanding with additional 5000 Plus expansion batteries. but it still only weighs about 135 pounds. It's about 15 inches by 17 by 16 inches. This is a really nice small unit with built-in wheels ready to power your home during an outage. It can save you money during peak power cost hours, and even throw it in your vehicle, take it out on an adventure. With the Jackery 5000 Plus, you're pretty well covered in almost all situations. I'm excited to see these newer, larger portable power stations are finally becoming available, and they got some really good prices on them too. If you're trying to take advantage of the early bird discounts, you can use the link in the comments, get a great deal on this while they last, and help support my channel at the same time. Leave any questions about the 5000 Plus or anything else in the comments. You can subscribe for free by clicking the subscribe button, and most important, click the bell icon so that when I drop new videos, you can be one of the first people to get the best deals.